Hey guys, my name is Melissa Leach and I'm uploading this video because I am trying to help people with skin picking disorder. It's occurred to me that there's a lot of people who are struggling with this issue, and I kind of feel a responsibility to help some people with this condition. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. When I was about 15 years old is when I started doing this. It started when I had watched my brother picking at a pimple on his arm. At the time, it didn't occur to me that you could actually get pimples anywhere else but your face, but when I saw him doing that, it clicked in me to start searching my body and my arms for that as well. Eventually, it led into me doing this consistently as a routine in the bathroom. That was mostly where I ended up doing it, besides the bathroom mirror. And mind you, when I started doing this, it didn't occur to me that what I was doing was harming myself or hurting myself in any way or doing damage to my skin. It was something that I was doing. It was relieving stress. It was relieving tension. Um, and yeah, it became habitual for me. It became a routine to go into the bathroom and check my arms. And like I said, it didn't it never occurred to me that it was something that I was doing that was damaging to myself. So for a while, it was just something that was very meditative to me. It wasn't until I actually went to a barbecue that my dad's family was holding, and my aunt noticed my arms and asked me what happened, and I brushed it off, basically said, "Oh, it's nothing, don't worry about it," you know. And I even think at one point I said it's not that bad. And her neighbor was actually there and said, when she looked at it, she said, "Honey, it looks dreadful." And admittedly, that cut deep in me because I didn't think it looked that bad. But hearing her say that, I was like, "Oh God, okay, maybe." And that was when I actually started becoming ashamed of it, and a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, a lot of all that happened, and I started hiding it. And mind you, I think even at the time when I said that, I was too embarrassed or ashamed to even admit that it was skin picking that I was doing. I actually blamed it on my cats because I was just so embarrassed by it. However, because after having had hidden it for so long, I ended up coming across a girl I had met at CSN who had the hair pulling disorder. I always forget the name of this, so uh, forgive me on that, but we kind of were bonding because that hair pulling disorder is kind of the sister disorder to what I used to do, and with that, with the fact that we were bonding and stuff like that, I felt comfortable to talk to her and be open with what I was doing. And she actually had told me during the time that we were talking that had I not said anything to her, she wouldn't have even noticed any of the damage that I had done to my skin. This really stuck with me because for the longest time I hid it because I always kept thinking that when people saw me, they were disgusted or they were grossed out or whatnot. The way I felt was very similar to what a lot of people in those proactive commercials tend to say when they tend to say that when they meet people or when they had met people with their acne the way it was, uh, they felt like people were looking at their acne instead of them. It's very similar to how I felt. I felt like people were looking at my scabs and my scars and the wounds and not me. And that made me very, very self conscious. But when she said that, I was like, okay, interesting. So apparently it doesn't look as bad as what people have claimed in the past. So I kind of did a little bit of a science experiment because a part of me was thinking, is it just her or do other people feel this way as well? So when I came across another woman who didn't have any kind of addiction like this, no disorders or anything like that, I told her, what was going on. I just kind of brought up the courage to tell her, and just like the last girl I talked to, this new person had told me the same thing, that if I hadn't said anything, she never would have guessed or, even noticed. So, and she herself, just like the last one, said, it doesn't look as bad as you're thinking it does, which was actually relieving, but at the same time, didn't really make me feel didn't make me feel a whole lot better because I was still doing it. The only thing that really changed in that process is that I stopped hiding it. I stopped being ashamed. I stopped feeling guilty about hiding it. It is really all. So started wearing a lot more short sleeve shirts. However, it didn't. Um, it never left my mind that I still had to stop because I knew that regardless of if it looks bad or not, if I keep doing this, I might actually get infected, which could also lead to other problems as well. So I realized, okay, I have to stop doing this just for that sake alone, for my health. Um, Around this time, that's when I kind of started trying to quit. A lot of it at this point was pure willpower, me just trying to come up with different techniques to stop. One of which was me basically interlocking my arms like this. Whenever I go into the bathroom, I would sit on the toilet, my arms would be in this position, and I would even kind of apply certain pressure to my fingers on my arms, just so that way it got my brain to click and to become aware that I shouldn't be doing this and that I need to stop. And so it was more or less me trying to retrain my brain to realize, okay, we're doing something else, we're not going back to that pattern. We need to stop and hopefully change and stop hurting ourselves. It did work, however, the problem with me doing this was that, yes, I was in the process of stopping the physical expression of this disorder, but the mental and emotional aspects were not quite healed yet. There was a lot of things associated with this addiction that I had yet to heal, and because of that, I was still in it. No matter how much I wanted to believe that I wasn't doing it, I still was in my mind. And I still had the urge to do it. So I realized, okay, I have to really take a look at what I need to change mentally, what I need to heal in order to stop doing this, because a lot of this, there was a root cause to something. I realized that this physical expression of this issue is just um, kind of a band-aid to what was going on internally and mentally inside of me that had yet to heal. And I knew I needed to find the root cause of that. So that was when I started getting into, this is the ironic thing, is when you kind of set that mentality into the universe to heal something and to go on this journey of, okay, what is the root cause? I noticed, and this could be because of the law of attraction or whatnot, but I noticed that when I set out that intention, I started attracting certain circumstances into my and certain people into my life that seemed to mirror and reflect to me certain issues that I was having inside myself that were also associated with why I was doing this in the first place. A lot of it was insecurities with myself. A lot of it was me not loving myself, me not respecting myself, and me not seeing my own self worth. Um, So once I actually started that process of healing what it was that was going on with me mentally and emotionally with my own self-esteem and with the relationship I had with myself, that was when the disorder or this addiction started slowly healing. Because one thing about this addiction, it's not just one root cause. It's like an onion. The more layers you peel back, the more you end up finding under there, and you end up realizing that you had probably more issues than you even knew that you actually had. So For me, however, a lot of this also happened because of the fact that I went to therapy and I had a few therapists that were there to help me with deciphering what issues that I had that I was not even aware of. Um, so therapy was one thing that helped drastically. I also learned a technique called EFT tapping that helped quite a lot. For those of you that don't know what that is, it stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and it's basically like Chinese acupressure without the needles combined with psychology because it's you're tapping on certain parts of your body as well as saying certain statements that are helping to the healing process and helping you to reverse certain side effects and trauma. So combining all of that, a lot of this addiction has healed quite a bit. I've also incorporated mirror work. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Louise Hay's mirror work, but I started doing a lot of mirror work, and that has helped quite a bit with my self esteem and me loving myself. And thankfully, the addiction has gone down quite a bit, which I'm very, very proud of. But now that I'm kind of figuring out kind of what's linked to it, I'm hoping to help a lot of you guys out. So if there's anything that you guys are having questions with, feel free to leave a comment down below. I will go ahead and link my Facebook page as well as my email so that way you guys can possibly email me and let me know just really any questions because I'm assuming some of you out there might be too afraid to come out with the fact that you have this and might be too afraid to ask questions through the comments. So feel free to email me through Facebook or anything like that, and I will do my best to answer any questions. So hopefully this helps some of you out, but like I said, you have any questions, don't hesitate. So love you guys. Hopefully this will help, and yeah, hopefully this is us starting a decent journey together. So talk to some of you later, maybe. Love you guys. Bye.